Hello and welcome to my crystal collection video series where I'm just going to go through what I've collected so far in terms of crystals and minerals and all that. So where we last left off, we were in the midst of showing my spheres off. So I didn't want to do all my spheres in one go because it would just take forever and the video would just be too long. So yeah, we're going to just start from where we left off, and that is at the medium spheres, and we're going to go up into large and all that, and we're also going to go by alphabetical order. So let's begin. So from where we left off, we are going to start with this Fire Golden Healer Quartz medium sphere. So Fire Quartz is just quartz with hematite inclusions causing red streaking, and when it's Golden Healer, it's lemonite streaking within the quartz. And sometimes you can get both inclusions, and that's what we have here. Now, the reason I picked this up is because it reminded me of Eyeball. And it's really beautiful. Like, it's clear, you got clear windows and everything. You could see like straight through it, which is awesome. But I also got a second Fire Golden Healer Quartz medium sphere so that I can have two eyeballs. Yeah, these are for the same batch, and I got them because I thought it'd be kind of cool having it on display, a set of eyes looking at me. I don't know. Yes, it's a little bit weird, but I just thought it was interesting. Then I have this Flower Agate medium sphere, and this one's really pretty. You got the pinks and the purples, and yeah, just gorgeous. And next, I have another Flower Agate medium sphere. This is from a different batch though. This one is more gray, yet has purple chalcedony with big, huge, slightly green tinted flowers. And actually, this comes with a little hint of a druzy right there. And it's a little bit bigger too than my first one. Then next, I have this beautiful fluorite medium sphere. The rainbows in this, let me tell you, ooh, it's got so much rainbow. I love it. So this is definitely higher quality than what you're used to seeing when it comes to carved fluorite. And moving on to this Lodolite medium sphere. I love this thing. I love the pinks and pinks and greens within it. And yeah, this is definitely a little bit different than the rest of my Lodolite, just because I don't really have any green and pink really at this point in time, except for this sphere. And there is a little bit of a rainbow. I don't know if I'll be able to get it. It's tricky, this rainbow, but it's there. And then I have this Money Agate medium sphere, which is basically just brecciated, a type of brecciated agate with orange and purple, and yeah, it's just really interesting to look at, see all the different patterns. I have no clue, by the way, why they call it Money Agate, but they do. All right, now we're going to move on to this Moonstone medium sphere. So I showed in my previous video my small moonstone, which was a green-gray moonstone. This is basically the same thing, but black. And it's not the best quality, but it's still good. It has a flash. It does have a moonstone flash, which is necessary for it to be a moonstone. So there's that. But yeah, I just like the flash, and I like the moonstone, and I like the color black. Alright, so then we're on to this Ocean Jasper medium sphere. So I really love this sphere. I love the contrasting of the colors of the white and the green, because it's such a bright white and such a dark green. And again, the orbicular pattern is very distinct, very noticeable. In fact, I don't know why I'm so obsessed with eyes, but it does look like it's looking at you. So, yeah. Really pretty. And then I have this petal agate medium sphere. So I have this also in this material also in a tower, and it's just another variety of it, except my tower has more of a white chalcedony in it, where this is pink and lavender, and it has such a deep cave, and it's nice and druzy and all bubbly up in there, and yeah, pretty cool. And the next one is pretty interesting. It is this prehnite with epidote inclusion medium sphere. So why is it interesting? Well, I don't really see prehnite that's carved and polished out there. I've seen specimens, but you don't really see much of the carved prehnite. So that's why I picked it up. I was like, ooh, interesting. And I love the color of this one. It's got such a nice apple green. But then because of the epidote inclusions, which is this dark green stuff, because of that, it kind of gets a little bit bluish. So it's got a nice little gradient going on, and also has a pretty nice cave. All right, moving on to this sea jasper medium sphere. So sea jasper is a true jasper. A lot of the time, people sell it as ocean jasper, and there's a real good reason why. So, what ocean jasper? The reason why it's ocean jasper is because the mining company, the guy that owns the land and all that, he made a patent so that that particular area and that particular type of jasper is considered ocean jasper. No one else can use it, even though because it's where he has his mine, it's in Madagascar, and off of his property, but still in Madagascar, you can find sea jasper. What's the difference? Well, not much. They just don't have a patent for it, and you can tell the difference just by looking at it because of the orbicular patterning. I don't know if it's so minuscule. I don't know if it's gonna show up or not, but it does have small minuscule orbs if you look closely, but it's usually pretty free from the orbicular patterning, unlike the ocean jasper. However, that's all the difference really that there is. It's mostly just a legal one, so people tend to then started to at least call it sea jasper because it's close to, ocean jasper, the name. But still, even then, people still selling it as ocean jasper, and really, there's not much of a difference. I just like to have the two different names because then it kind of is distinct in knowing one's orbicular and one's not. But, I mean, the composition of the material is still the same as each other, so it has not much of a difference. Anyways, moving on to my second sea jasper medium sphere. So, yes, I have two of them. This one is such a nice deep purple, and you might say, well, there's an orbicular patterning right there. No, those are just white splotches. Orbicular patterns are more like circles within circles, right? That's the kind of pattern you're looking for when you look for ocean jasper. These are just white splotches, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. And you can have both in your collection, and that's fine too, because I do. Alright, then I have this sheen obsidian medium sphere. So, my last sphere video I showed a sheen obsidian, which was silver sheen obsidian. This sheen obsidian is a little bit different though because it is rainbow obsidian. So the sheen is rainbow colored due to the inclusions, right? Depending on how you hit the light with it, and hopefully the camera will pick it up. It's a greenish sort of purple, or yeah, a greenish purple. It is subtle, but it's there, and again, I don't have the best camera, so hopefully it picks it up. And yeah. Then next, I have this tiger iron medium sphere, not to be mistaken with tiger's eye. It's similar, but it's different. So tiger iron has a lot of different sort of secondary iron minerals within it. And it's really heavy, by the way. And it does include tiger's eye. It's not all tiger's eye. And it's only found in Australia, so it's got like this metal to it too, see? The metallic aspect of it. Yeah. Then I have this topazite medium sphere. So topazite is basically a grayson rock, which is fairly common, but depending on the environment and the climate, so the right conditions basically, it sometimes will grow topaz. So that's what the yellow is. It's actually imperial topaz grown with the grayson rock. Then I have here this terminated quartz medium sphere. So that just means quartz with tourmaline inclusions. As you can see, it's black tourmaline, which is, like I said before previously, that's the most common of all the tourmalines. And it's not the bestest of quality because it is still a little milky, but it does have clarity in some areas here. So there are windows that you can see sort of right into it. So, and it's still pretty. And then my last medium sphere I have here is this Ujuba marble medium sphere. So this one gets mislabeled all the time. People call it a jasper. Again, not a jasper. It is a marble. And it comes strictly out of India. Yeah, I've heard it been referred to as like coffee jasper or fruit jasper, which I don't know, weird. I don't know why, but it's not. It's a juba marble. And yeah, it's just kind of funky. So now we're going to move on to my large spheres, starting with this chevron amethyst large sphere. So the chevron aspect is alluding to this pattern. This is a chevron pattern, and it's made out of milky quartz, so not clear quartz, and then as well as amethyst, so it just kind of grows together because they're both just different forms of quartz. And yeah, really pretty. You know I love purple, so picked it up. Then I have here this fluorite with chalcopyrite inclusion large sphere. I love the color of this one. It is muted, like it's not bright. It's a muted sort of coloring to it. And I think that's due to the chalcopyrite because chalcopyrite leaches really easily. And you can see sort of like the little specks of it, like the actual specks. And that's where this sort of purpley maroon color comes in. That's where the chalcopyrite is. And we know that different minerals cause different colors within different crystals. So yeah, so I love the color. Super gemmy and has lots of rainbows. And yeah, it's beautiful. What can I say? It also UVs really nicely as well. A bright blue. Then I have this other fluorite large sphere. This one's a little different though. It's darker, it's moodier, it's definitely maroon, but it also is this sort of muted yellow. And yeah, I just love fluorite. And we are now actually at the last sphere. So the last one I have to show you is this leopardite large sphere. So what is that? It's a rhyolite. Of course, a lot of people call this leopard jasper. Again, it's not a jasper, it's a rhyolite. So yeah, I swear they just like to just slap on the word jasper if they don't know what kind of material it is, just to, you know, slap it on, call it a day, because they like label everything a jasper when it's not. But yeah, doesn't matter if it is or not, it's still gorgeous. I love the color of this. It's so funky and it's just, yeah, it's beautiful. Whew, all right, we have done it. We have finally not just finished the spheres, but my entire carved crystals. So this is what I showed today. However, I kind of want to see what it looks like with all of my spheres out there. So here it goes. And that's that. So next, we'll be getting into my favorites, which is my specimens. I think specimens are the best way to collect crystals and minerals. And yeah, they're just beautiful, they're interesting, they're weird sometimes. Just love it. So I can't wait to show y'all my specimen collection. And that will be hopefully being posted fairly soon after this one. So be on the lookout for that. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you then. Bye!